Alright, hello YouTube. Thought I'd make another video about the in-home exercises that I do. I posted another video earlier about the workout I do doing the Wudang 5-animal Qigong, as well as some other stretching and longevity stick. And if you're busy like I am with work, got about an hour drive to work and back. That takes up a lot of time. If you're looking at my channel and subscribe, you know I'm really into music. That's my passion, big stress relief, so trying to do that. Having to work and coming home with the time, trying to go out to the gym or do some other exercise is difficult, so I tried to find something I could do at home as well, just besides the Qigong and the other exercises. So try to do, I guess, some calisthenics, like body weight workout, and just maybe some other light weights. But I got interested in something a little unique. I saw some on YouTube almost every day. Oh, quite a while back I saw some videos on this Chow Gar Tong Lung Kung Fu that really interested me. I just kind of like the style of it, and as part of that, I guess there's other martial arts too, I guess, where you want to try to toughen up your arms to take impact. So I just started doing some, I guess, iron body training, if you want to call it that. And just for some reason it intrigued me and really interested me, so I been doing that, trying to do it regularly. Maybe for about a year. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing for that, as well as some other exercises I do. So I know when I was younger I was a lot more active. I was sedentary for quite a while, dealing with some other kind of health issues. That's improved a little bit, so that's helped me to get back into doing some type of physical activity. Feeling a lot better, and this is what I do at home. So maybe I'll just show you some of the things that I'm using, and then I'll demonstrate it. So with the iron body, I guess different people use different things. I guess some may use a wooden stick, and you just hit the bones lightly to try to build them up, to be able to take impacts. And some other techniques are using like a roller. So this will roll on the bones here on the side of the forearm. And so I started off slow. I guess I've been doing this off and on, maybe it's for a year now, but not as consistently as I like. But this is just a metal pipe that weighs about 10 pounds, so I guess I started off even lighter than this, probably around 5 pounds, and that was sort of difficult, but over time I've been able to increase the weight, and it's not as, doesn't hurt like it used to before. So this is about 20 pounds, but I just got a pipe from Home Depot. That this larger one outside weighs about 10 pounds, and inside there's two other pipes. So over time I was able to increase the weight, as I got more and more used to it. So 10 pounds, this other pipe that's inside, that's a little smaller, is about 6 pounds in diameter. I mean, it's 6 pounds, so it's 16. And then with this third pipe, it's close to 20 pounds. And I have another smaller piece of rebar I can slide into the other pipe that'll bring it up to about a total of 22 pounds total. So I've been working on the 20 pound. And I guess for some reason I like to gravitate to some off-nominal workouts. So I also saw another video on YouTube, you may have seen that as well, where they use a sledgehammer. I guess a lot of them use a sledgehammer to hit a tire. I guess I haven't tried that yet. I do have an old tire in the garage I'm going to try, but I saw another video where somebody was using this as a shoulder workout, and I'll demonstrate that as well. But this is a 6 pound sledgehammer. I guess the person on the video was a little more burly than I was. He was using 10, 12 pounds. I haven't worked up to that yet, but I'm getting pretty used to the 6 pounds. So I'm thinking about increasing this soon. And then as part of the iron body, I made a metal brush just out of some yard flag stakes that you can get at the Home Depot, and wrap it with tape, and you can use that to just hit lightly on different parts of your body. Use that. And also have a bag made of, I guess, filled with some type of medicinal beans that I got from a Chagar Kung Fu, a store online that I use for some hand conditioning. And I guess as part of the activity, I try to do some push-ups. I've been doing them on my knuckles because in the past, I guess with the wrist bent like that, and I was having a little pain, but with the knuckles, I'm not having any pain, and it kind of strengthens your wrist as well while you're doing it on the knuckles. So enough talking, I guess I'll get into it. And I try to do also some pull-ups as well for different parts of the body. But like I pulled a muscle in my back doing that sometimes, so I haven't been doing that as consistently. And for the legs, if you watch the other video about the Qigong that I'm doing, that's a really good leg workout that I do. And I occasionally try to do some cycling. I think I mentioned I used to cycle when I was younger. Used to race on a racing team. That was a lot of fun, but that was a number of years ago, and I'm definitely not in that kind of shape anymore. So let me move the camera down and just kind of walk you through what I do. Maybe some of you may find this of interest and might be something you might like to try as well. And so I can do all of this at home. I also watched some other videos of some, I guess, other ways to do exercises with their own body weight. And of course, if you're in prison, I think read on the videos, they've taken the weights from out of a lot of the prisons, so the prisoners have to resort to using other means to lift weights or do some type of exercises. So I saw a video where one of the ex-prisoners was talking about his workouts, and this is what he was doing. So for the push-ups I do, now I've started to do like 30 push-ups for 3 sets, and start off with a narrow width for 10. Widen the distance a little bit, and do 10 more that way. Trying to go down as far as you can. Definitely harder. You need to rest. Finally widen it out and do the last 10. So that's 30. Then I'll switch over to doing the exercises for the, let me raise this up again. I'm not going to go through the whole routine here. So like I said, I'll do what I'm going to show you 3 times. So here's with the 20-pound roller bar. So when you start doing this, you'll find it's not just going to be working your inner arms, it's going to be working your back and shoulders as you're doing this motion. try to do, so when I first started doing this, even 5 pounds was starting to hurt. Like I said, this is roughly about 20 pounds. But you're going to start feeling it in your shoulders and your trapezius muscles and in your upper back. So I try to do about 50 of these, and then 3 sets, so it'll be 150. And I lost count. So just say that's roughly around 30. And you definitely start feeling your shoulders getting fatigued, so if you keep your arms in, it's not quite as bad, but if I move them out, it's definitely a little tougher supporting that weight. So you're getting kind of double benefits, because I can definitely feel that in the back, in the deltoids there. And I was doing another exercise, but it was, I think, a little too much. But you can also do this way, roll out and keep rolling back, and that's really isolating the top of the shoulders. I'm doing something else, so I'm not doing that anymore, and just to kind of give the shoulders a break. On the chair, sit this on your top of your thighs. Now we're going to be working the bottom of the forearms for the bone here. And lean over, put your weight down. I guess you can kneel and do this on the floor. It's going to be more difficult because you're going to have more weight on your forearms. I'm not there to do that yet, but I normally try to do anywhere between, I guess, 40 and 50 of these each time for 3 sets. So let's say that's it. So it's not too bad yet. So in order to can use the brush just to lightly tap on each side of the forearm. Surprisingly, I guess, how just be consistent with this, how you can see improvement. I guess that's what's really kept me doing this, just seeing the improvement. And also just lightly tap the other sides of the arm. And also you can do the rib cage and in the front as well. And I really haven't, you can do the same thing on your shins, but I have not been consistent with doing that. And the first time I still do that, I can't use hardly any heavy weight at all. That's very painful. And so after that, I'll use the Sledge Hammer. So like I said, this is 6 pounds. So we're going to do a controlled motion. Not try to hit, I think I'll hit the chair. So we're going to bring it back over your head and back up. So you're working definitely the forearms and your shoulder trapezius muscles up in here. So I had my shirt off, you can see where the muscles are working. So this also is a good workout for your wrist as well, and for your grip, which I didn't have much of a grip strength to begin with, so this has definitely improved that. And when I first started, I could hardly even do one of these. So it's another kind of exercise. If you're consistent with it, I guess like anything else, you can see yourself improving. And you feel the shoulder muscles burning. Now just maybe do around 10 to 12 of these each side. Definitely I'm right-handed. My left arm is definitely not as strong and smooth as my right arm. I have to do a little more effort on the left-hand side. But this was really difficult the first time I tried it on the left side. I could even really barely do one. The right side was a little bit better. So I do two more. So you can definitely feel that working, and I think between the push-ups, if you go up, you're definitely gonna be working, I guess I forgot what this muscle is back here, even besides the deltoids up here. So you're working all of this in the shoulders and the push-ups. You're getting the chest. If you do the qigong with the horse stance, you're working your lower legs and doing the stretching. So combining these together, it's been a pretty good workout. And going back to the pipe, I do curls with this, and you may think, oh, that's only 20 pounds, but the bar inside here sometimes moves, and being longer, you have to stabilize it to keep it from wobbling, so it's not as easy as you think 20-pound, small barbell is going to be, because you'll feel that this is trying to move on you, so you're doing the curls and also trying to keep it stabilized at the same time. I'm going to try to do around 12 of these, and I guess over time, if this gets easy, you can just try to find a larger pipe. Maybe somehow try to add some other weight to this. I've lost count. So switch over, and you want to just try to grab it roughly what you think is the middle, because you'll feel it start tilting one way or the other, and that's just adding more variability to the exercise. It sort of makes it a little more challenging. So I think, like I said, I think I'm ready to add the other piece of rebar and to go up to 22 pounds for all of the exercises. Two more. And then final exercise is a 15-pound kettlebell. I just do the one arm shoulder press with this. Work the deltoids and the shoulders. Do, like I said, around 10 to 12 of these. So once you get through with this, you're definitely working your shoulders quite a bit, and then with the push-ups, you're doing your chest, and then that's working the, I guess the upper back too. Two more. You can definitely feel that burning after doing all the other exercises. So that's what I do for one set. So I have two more after that. Then once I'm finished with those, then I'll use the bag. You can see this. So I guess I don't have this up on the wall, or I guess I can put it on the floor or get a table, but I just found I just can sit watching TV have it on my legs is probably not going to be quite as hard, but just keep your hand relaxed and drop it on the bag. Do this for 20 times for 3 sets. And so the reason I started doing this was when I was trying to practice the Chagar Kung Fu. Part of their striking method is not with the fist, but with the open hand, which really you can have a lot of surface area and you can generate a lot of force. So I was doing that on the punching bag, and also they use the side of the hand to strike as well, and then the back fist. So if you can practice that, you can do multiple strikes in a row using different parts of your hand without having to use your knuckles, which from what videos I've read, you actually try to strike someone with your knuckles and they're not conditioned, you're probably going to break or fracture your hand or your knuckles doing that. So this part of your hand is, I think, definitely better and not as easily injured. So it's one. So I'll do the this, and then for the side of the hand, similarly, keep it relaxed and just let it fall on the bag. Do 20 of those for the side of the hand. And I got in the habit of keeping the I forgot the name of the fist, but with the index finger stuck out. But I guess you can do a regular fist and do it this way as well. Then finally, on that one side is to do the back fist of the hand. Just going to let it fall. I'm not really putting much force into driving it down. Of course, if you've seen videos, you'll see people do this different ways. So after I do the one hand, switch over to the other hand and do 20 of those on each side of the hand. And like I said, like all the other exercises, you can definitely see improvement in what you're doing, that you can do more and it's not hurting like it initially did at first. I'm not sure if I'm doing 20 or not, but roughly give it a feel. So I've seen people may have an open hand dropping down on the bag. I guess you can do it that way. I've just been doing it with a closed fist to simulate the back fist strike. And finally I'll do punches with the knuckle. I don't think I can scoot back enough, but you know, I'll drop this down on the floor. I think you can see it, and just do the 20 punches, you know, pretty lightly. You know, you're not wailing back and just rear it down on the bag. I guess you'll see a number of people may have a different type of bag where you can secure it to the wall, or they have the makiwara board that they use in a lot of Japanese martial arts. And you can see people getting really intense with this. I guess I watched a video where one guy said he was doing this outside against the fence board, wooden fence board, or even trees and things like that. I'm not that seriously into it, but I guess just as a note for doing the iron body with the palm. So I play the African djembe in a drumming group, if you've seen some of those videos on YouTube, and I used to have to wrap tape around these knuckles here if I played a long time, but after starting this iron palm training, I don't need to use any tape anymore. And I guess if you see the master djembe players, and none of those guys use tape or anything, I guess you just play enough. I guess their hands are used to it, but I mean that's just one thing I found as a benefit. And so I'm gonna finish up doing 2 other sets of this, but so that's sort of my routine. So I just showed you 1 round, double that, or do 2 more, and that's going to be the total of 3 that I do. I also have a pull-up bar that you can attach in the doorway. And so on the alternate days I'll try to do those as well. Maybe 10 close in, and you can adjust the grip this way, and then there's a wide grip. So, and also maybe the underarm. I may try to do the different 4 grips, maybe 10 times each, and do that as well. So that's my routine that I've found has been helpful for me. I can do this, like I said, at home after I get off of work. I don't have to drive to the gym, go get my bike out, go ride for an hour or something like that, or go out and run. So it's been working well for me, so I hope it might be useful for some of you guys out there, and it's maybe some new areas of exercise that you might want to try and see how you like it.